So when it comes to retouching portraits, it's not just something that you press a button and everything magically happens. It's a detailed workflow which actually takes time. Let's talk photography. You might actually be wondering like what an editing workflow looks like for a photographer. For example, this is a portrait of a model which I just shot, and we have like 248 images, which I'm going to select just 5 images from. You have to go through each and every one of these images to see which one actually fits into the idea of the photo shoot. But because this is a model and we actually had a mood board, so it's much more easier. Number one, we had fewer images, and number two, it was just straight to the point because we had a mood board, so it's not going to be so tedious in making the selections. But even at that, selecting 5 images out of 253, there are times when you might have up to like 1,000 images. Let's say you're shooting weddings, you might have like 2,000, 3,000 images, depending on how fast your finger is. Now, this is just one software. Now, depending on the photographer, the softwares used in editing an image varies. For example, now I'm going to be transferring my selections from this software to another software. Looking at all these images now, I have to make the selections and come down to 5 images, which I'm going to transfer to another software for retouching. So now, once the images has been transferred to the software which I'm going to use in working on the skin, now you have to work on the images one after the other. There you have to do like detailed skin work, removing of spots, looking at the eyes and adjusting some other elements in the image. So now, depending on the number of images you are giving to a client, determines how long your editing workflow is going to be. So now we have like before and after. So after I must have been satisfied with the skin retouching, then I have to transfer it back to another software, which I'm going to use to do like some color corrections and skin tone corrections for the image to give it like the perfect skin tone that makes it like a realistic image that does not really go far from the idea of what the image is supposed to look like originally. Not like you're introducing something entirely different from what the image is supposed to look like. Now, we have to go back from this software to the initial software which I was using, which is Lightroom. Now, this one is Evoto, and why I use this one is because this software has like some AI features which makes retouching and some editing workflows faster than using Photoshop. So now, once it's back on Lightroom for color grading, then after I must have been satisfied, with the um colors and adjusting some of the lights, then we now think of, okay, now let's deliver the images to the client. So when it comes to retouching portraits, it's not just something that you press a button and everything magically happens. It's a detailed workflow which actually takes time, and sometimes you even have to take a break and resume it later just because maybe you're mentally blocked or mentally drained. So if you want good images, you have to give your photographer time. Okay.